And so it was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall. Aesfrost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke. Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolfort's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
Chapter 7, Force. I wanted to read that. So I guess we just played Chapter 6 here. Wait, what happens if I go back here? What? Wait, what? Yeah, Three Houses definitely influenced it quite a decent bit. I do like how it took some mechanics from Octopath Traveler, like the boost system with
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fawkes was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three great houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolfort is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail. Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father!
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed. 3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Aesfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not. But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you. The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
Huh, so I just went on to that for the cutscene, I guess. Are these side battles? Side stories. Interesting. So the red one is like the main story? And these ones are like side stories? Interesting. Yeah, grinding, but they could also be like the equivalent of paralogs is what they could be. Huh, having made their escape by boat, Sarah, Noah, and his retinue finally make their way back to House Wolfort. I can't words. Demesne, but what awaits them there? Yeah, grinding without calendar. Heck yeah. Huh.
Lord Serenoa! Oh, thank the heavens that you're safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Benedict, there is news.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father... No. Say it is not so.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed, we must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simone.
Huh? What is it? Has something befallen Father? Father!
Lord Simone, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox. We cannot afford to lose Lord Simone. Not now, of all times.
Father! Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you. Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simone. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No. It cannot be.
This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell. You too abandon me now?
Ah.
At Gustadolf's command, S-Frost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
Huh, so I guess there's a lot of these things that you select and it plays out cutscenes for a lot of them? As Frosty army advances on Hawksroot Castle, another crisis looms large for Serenoa and Prince Roland. Yes, we're doing that! I mean, his directly responsible for his death by falling for the simplest provocation in the history of provocations, isn't he? I mean, you're not wrong.
My lord, the Frosty army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
You cannot be serious about this.
It's all right, Frederica.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
The natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
See, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects.
Oh! You would have me render a decision here and now. The more I ponder, the more the answer escapes me. There's a case to be made for either course of action. Okay, so it's kind of an illusion of choice here, but... there's a case to be made for either course of action.
There is a case to be made for either course of action.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Okay, it seems like there's a lot of just going into cutscenes. As far as the army continues its inexorable march on Castle Wolfort, Serenone and his retinue discuss the best path forward. So we'll use the scales there, I guess? Does this mean I can recruit somebody with this? Or something? Don't worry about that, Mortis. Huh. So maybe there's somebody to recruit there and that's what that means? I don't know, we're just gonna do this, I guess.
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
Their hearts are divided, but a compelling argument may yet change some minds. To sway them, I will need more information. Perhaps I should ask around town. Going out, my lord. Yes, I would hear the wisdom of my people. Understood, my lord. When your work is done, pray, speak to me once more. I will do just that. Thank you. Let me investigate some more, then return when I have knowledge that might sway minds. Voting. The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party as played out through voting scenes. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As a player, you may cast a single vote, but you will be bound to the decision of the majority. That's interesting. Furthermore, before voting commences, you may speak to others to persuade them to change their mind. Whether or not your attempt at persuasion succeeded, however, will not be known for sure until the votes are cast. That's very interesting. That's really cool, actually. Key to successful persuasion is gathering the necessary information beforehand at a time to see what knowledge you may glean from people. So again, it's kind of like a Telltale kind of game where it's like, you know, branching, well, more so kind of branching storylines. It seems like the story could potentially change drastically. And okay. Oh, and it's showing them on the left side what their opinions are. That's interesting. So it's like you can sway it to multiple routes. It might be a little bit trickier to do certain routes to persuade certain people. That's very intriguing, actually. A terror like none other came over me when I saw the state in which you returned, my lord. Democracy, since when do we do that in games? Yeah. I don't think I've seen anything like this in any game I've ever played before. The Salt Iron War had just broken out in earnest when Ethsrot's foundries began producing arms and armor forged of iron, the likes of which we had never seen. 'Twas a great boon to an already impressive army. Ere long, they brought destruction over every corner of the realm. As I hear it, the Frosty army remains the most mighty on the continent. I pray that we are not about to relive that bloody age. And for 3 houses, I played Silver Snow, then Blue Lions, and now Golden Deer, which I should finish up within the next couple days. And then I'm gonna put down 3 houses and forget about it because I am so freaking tired of playing 3 houses on this channel, is the thing. Long have I heard rumors of secret traps that dot the Wolford domain, I guess that's pronounced. The tales are to be believed. They serve to make quick work of any intruders, though I can't help but wonder, why keep such a valuable weapon so secret? Secret traps. It's hard to say what this might mean for us. It might well be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but at what cost to our own? Yo, when am I gonna be freaking hired as a voice actor in a game? Where would I go to apply for that kind of thing? But you owe democracy in Fire 3 houses. No game is less democracy than that one. Freaking, there's no democracy in 3 houses. And this is on the eve of a new age of harmony. What could the Archduke be thinking? Can I go into... I can. Oh, and there's no, like, loading screen or anything. It's just a brief black screen. Yeah, you're tired there. Okay. I shudder to think that there's a bounty on Prince Roland's head. Boy's always been a friend to the people. It says he's to be delivered alive. I'd wager they have no plans of executing him. At least, not anytime soon. I shall let the others know of this. You learn more about the bounty on the prince. Democracy 3 embed into game. Oh, okay. Huh. Still, the fact that you could lose a unit to a democratic vote by the game might get a bit easier. Wait, what if there was a vote that somebody disagreed with and somebody left your party, but then like someone else joins or something? I'm very intrigued about all the possibilities. Is it true? Has Esfrost attacked the Crown City? How could the High Houses have let this happen? Okay. Has the Crown City truly fallen? What madness is this? Mother's not herself today. Something scary happened. I thought that was a dude. I'm sorry. What's this? Obtain a large HP recovery pellet? Is it like Pikmin? There's commotion in the capital, to be sure, but it'll all be over soon. The Dawn Spear will see to that. Isn't he dead? Aye, the sun won't set on Glenbrook till Sir Maxwell falls. Ha! As if that would ever happen. Sir Maxwell laid down his life so that we might see another day. We must do all our dang it! We must do all in our power to see that his noble sacrifice was not in vain. We'll learn more about the Dawn Spear's sacrifice. Who's gonna tell him, huh? I don't mind to make my way to the capital, but the high road's blocked. What's the meaning of this anyway? I've got mouths to feed at home. So it's like, it's so similar to Octopath, but so different in so many ways. Oh, and I can turn the whoa! Whoa! And it shows like the map. Oh, that's weird. But like, cool. Oh, interesting. I think we should get expectations up too high for now. Even on a small scale, the democracy system might be hard to execute. Well, it might well be. Like, it has a lot of potential, but it does seem like something that would be tricky to do super well. I mean, we'll see what happens, I suppose. Is what will happen. Alright, well, I've gone around to about everything I can, except for in here, I guess. Search? Oh. Obtain Firestone. Interesting. So kind of like 3 houses explorations here, I guess, during 3 days almost. This is very intriguing. Returning to the council chamber, my lord. Huh. As worse, it'll just be the new calendar. What, the democracy system? I mean, I wonder how many different routes there's going to be in this game. How many different, like, variants kind of things. I don't, Okay, so you can go back if you want. You can turn the camera. Feature not even Pokemon Sword and Shield managed to include, unless you're in the freaking wild area, I guess. So you want to hand over Prince Roland to avoid conflict. May take effort, but they can be swayed. Just your mind, not your heart. How many lives would be saved? I'm gonna try this. I will not allow my life be weighed against those of the people. You've unlocked new choices after learning about the Dawnspear's sacrifice. Oh! Have you forgotten Sir Maxwell's dying words?
Certainly.
Father taught that whoever rules is righteous, by virtue of their station alone. But now, though I weigh your words more heavily than most, I know not what is right.
However,
I appreciate you speaking your mind, but I have my own thoughts on the matter. After all, is it not best that I handle that which is easily settled by my word alone? Unlock new choice after learning about Wolfort's secret weapon. Okay. There is a way by which we might still overcome our foes.
I wonder.
You mean to say such a thing is available to us? Such a tactic would demand a sacrifice of your people, and against their will, no doubt. I can no longer discern what is right and wrong. I place my fate in your hands. One has been moved by your words. Interesting! What if I just make everybody undecided? Intriguing. Lead House Wolfort in your Lord Father's stead. Your duty is to your land and its people. Huh. Yeah, it's neat that if you find out, like, stuff in exploration that you unlock new choices. Huh. Yeah, I'm not too happy with Sword and Shield myself in a lot of ways. Surrendering Roland is the only way to protect the domain. Surely you see that. Huh. So I must have missed something in exploration. Something there. Cannot yield to the enemy's every demand.
In that case...
Every demand. So you foresee this being the first of many. I agree that it is not ideal to submit in this instance, but what other options have we?
However...
As in all things, logic must guide our judgment. It appears indifferent to your plea. Huh. Yeah, what would happen in a tie anyway? Interesting. So wait, can I... Oh, I can't persuade again. Interesting. So I can try to get him either way. These are dark days, lad. I think a time would come that we'd be weighing the fate of the prince and the kingdom on the scales. I could try voting as is and see what happens? Because it seems pretty even. I mean... Search. End the persuasion phase and commence voting? Is there a save thing real quick? System save. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna save here real quick, and then I'm gonna try the thing. What? I'm gonna try it. Voting.
It is time to cast our votes.
I hereby open this matter to a vote. The question before us: do we surrender Prince Roland in accordance with the Aesfrost's demands, or do we fight for his freedom? On this matter, I say... Oh crap, but I have to make my own choice. Ah! We'll probably get another battle if we do this. I mean... Oh my goodness gracious. This game is going to be stressful. I'm calling it now. This game is going to be a stressful game. I'm intrigued to see the traps in like another battle. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to protect Roland at all costs.
Approach the scales of conviction.
Realistically, in like a real situation here, I might have said surrender him, though. I bet you approach the scales of conviction. But I'll say we can protect him.
I believe in you.
I put my faith in you as ever, my friend. Wait, so it's an odd number of people, I think, so there literally can't be a tie. Because we have an odd number here, and people can't just skip voting. But my vote, do not make me regret it. Oh, so it shows you people that you've changed the mind of. Interesting. Huh. That's very intriguing.
The scales of conviction.
Wait, no, that is an even number. Hold on.
Chosen.
That is an even number. Why did I say it was odd? Scales of... Oh. That's very interesting. Huh. Stave off Frosty army and protect Prince Roland.
The way forward is decided.
The scales have spoken. Our path is decided. We surrender Prince Roland to no one. This Frosty shall get our blades between their ribs and thank us for the honor.
The judgment is made.
The scales tip, and our path is chosen. We must steel ourselves for the battle that lies ahead.
Very well. Then I will do all in my power to see that it proves the right one. I fight with you, my friend.
Prepare the defenses. We will hold our own against the army of Esfrost.
After consulting the scales and reaching a consensus, House Wolfort resolved to shelter Prince Roland. Not long after, they find themselves besieged by an elite subset of Esfrost's forces. Commanding the Duchy's armies is none other than General of Laura, the deadly warrior who claimed the lives of Prince Franny and Sir Maxwell with her own hands.
Pardon the intrusion, Your Grace. A raven's arrived from House Wolfort.
Concerning Prince Roland, no doubt? So they refused to relinquish him to us. How intriguing. They will remain loyal to the royal family even if it means their demise. Very well. Send a raven to General of Laura. Tell her to make for the Wolfort domain at once, and that she is to return with the prince, or not at all.
Yes, Your Grace.
Interesting. Interesting. I kind of want to see... Okay, the one that was over here before vanished. Mystery... I kind of want to see what happens here. Does it give you another unit? A shamaness with the power to harness the elements wanders Glenbrook's countryside that she might bring succor to those suffering from drought and famine. So this is a side story. Does it give another unit? I'm gonna try it actually before the next story battle, I guess, of protecting Prince Roland.
The sun's a harsh mistress, ain't she? If she sticks around much longer, my fields are apt to wither from the attention. I'd give my firstborn for a drop of rain.
Aye, and it ain't just the crops what are worse for wear. I'd cry over a lot, but naught but dust would pour from my eyes.
How pitiless, the caprices of nature. What grudge do the heavens bear to make the poor souls who tend the land suffer so? I would be remiss to let such suffering continue. If fate will show you no mercy, then I shall. You begged for even a single drop of rain. I shall give you more. Behold as I flood this desiccated land with nourishment.
Huh? What's that the lady said? I believe she means to pull rain from a cloudless sky.
Ha! I'd have more luck getting milk from a bull.
You must tell me if you do. We were in sore need of a miracle.
A pleasure as always to see you, my lord. You've come just in time. This lass is about to put on a show.
I am called Dizana. Allow me to banish the sun's cruel rays from your domain, that your people may see a measure of succor.
Banish the sun? I wasn't aware it was in the habit of taking orders.
Will slap my ass like I was just born. Rain! Honest to goodness, rain!
How did... I've never witnessed a miracle like this.
Izana, was it? On behalf of my people, allow me to express to you my deepest gratitude.
There is no need for such formalities. I seek only to alleviate the suffering of the downtrodden in any way I can. If it is not too bold of me to ask, do you have need of a humble shaman within your ranks? It would be an honor to serve you, my lord. Tales of House Wolfort's magnanimity have reached even my remote village.
We would welcome you with open arms, and the honor would be entirely ours. Doubtless we will have occasion to call upon your talents sooner rather than later.
Okay, so it's not like Fire Emblem where there's like a paralog battle. I guess you just go recruit them. And such. Interesting. Allies Izana. Inspired by your deeply held conviction, Izana has joined your cause. Her skills will serve you well in battle, as her prayers can alter the weather itself, as well as summon lightning that will travel through water. Interesting. So I guess we got a new unit now. Huh. Intriguing. I hope you both are doing well today, Guzma and RPG. Yeah, I'm a couple hours into this at the moment, I believe. Like... an hour 36 minutes, I guess. So close to a couple hours. Yeah, let's try this now, I guess. Yeah, so I guess there's gonna be a whole bunch of elemental stuff.
Avlora? Are you certain?
Yes. We are surrounded by the Archduke's main forces, led by General Avlora herself.
She killed my brother and my master. I must avenge them, even if it means my life.
Your Highness, your life is far too important to so blithely throw away.
I know that, and yet...
Facing the Asfrosti forces head-on is a fool's errand. They will drive us back with ease. Let us consider another strategy. As a matter of fact, there is more to this town than meets the eye. It is a secret which, under normal circumstances, would be divulged to a new lord only after their succession is made official. But desperate times. I sent a man just now to make preparations. Come with me. We haven't much time.
Okay, wait, do we have to pull another investigation? As Sarah, no one in his band prepared to meet the Frosty army on the battlefield. Benedict poses a grave question. So there's a lot of, like, going in and out of scenes like this, I guess.
I would hear more of your plan, Master Benedict. They say Castle Wolfort was built into a mountainside. Am I to believe there are yet more secrets concealed in its construction?
Just so. As it happens, a contrivance of sorts was installed in the town to be used only in cases of dire emergency.
What manner of contrivance? I've never heard such a thing.
You wouldn't have. The information is divulged only to the Lord of the House and his closest advisors. It is a secret, one that embodies this town's true worth.
I see. Then what, pray tell, is this town's true worth?
The towering walls that rise up in all directions, the network of sloped waterways. This town appears as any other to my eye, but perhaps my gaze is untrained.
It is the canals we will use. We shall pour flaming oil into them from above and burn our enemy out.
What in the... Benedict, have you gone mad?
Do you see those hawk sculptures located throughout the town?
I do. They are the means by which the weapon may be activated, I presume.
Indeed. Tearing them down will trigger a barrier to rise around the canals. After that, no one will be able to get in or out until the blaze subsides.
You would burn people's homes. No, the very town itself, along with our foes. But just think of the lives that may be sacrificed.
This is the path we have chosen. There's little choice left to us if we wish to survive. We must win, whatever the cost. Prepare for battle.
We must make ready for the Duchy's attack. The device should be somewhere in town, but where? Okay, interesting. So, I understand what my life means to our kingdom. I must survive the battle at all costs. And yet Father, Franny, Cordelia, Sir Maxwell, she killed them all, Serenoa. Must avenge them with my own hand. You think of naught but revenge? You are right. This battle is not for vengeance, but to reclaim the throne that is rightfully ours. This I know, and yet I owe my life to you all, and I will not part with it easily. The Duchy shall not find us easy prey. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not 100% certain what the question there in chat was, Kuzma, I'm sorry to say. So, review the use of the hawk statuettes. Okay. Huh. Oh! This device will set the town aflame. I'd hoped to not come to this, but it seems we've no choice. Oh, you can just drop down the... Right? I thought I just did a second ago? Wait. I thought I just dropped down the... Whoops, I did not mean to go in here, actually. Oh, man, I thought I dropped down a second ago. Am I losing my mind? Okay, so it's that area then, I guess. We use that method at the risk of our own lives and those of your people. Still, this is a choice you would make? It'll take many years to rebuild the town. Innocent people will suffer. If we triumph, I'll offer them due compensation. So, are you Serenoa then, the playable character, I guess? I know that you have only the well-being of your people at heart. I apologize for speaking out of place. This realm is nothing without our people. Your care for them will see them through this. Let's prevail. Rest assured that I'll see that we do. For Prince Roland's sake and our own. So yeah, I guess this is your playable character, and then maybe he's the main character, and Prince Roland is like another main-ish character. But yeah, didn't Roland just say he'll die for revenge, and now that he will not die because he goes through? because he owns you. But I can't words. When you upload the stream of 3 houses to your channel, you'll be including the direct in the video, or will be cutting it out of the stream, making a separate video on it, is what you mean. It's part of my 3 houses playthrough, so there's no reason for me not to have it in my 3 houses playthrough, since I was grinding in 3 houses while checking out the direct. It's pretty much what was going on. Like, we did grinding in Fire Emblem 3 houses while the direct was going on, and then that's what led into this. So that's what it is. This is part of the 3 houses playthrough. Okay, so that's the corner one. Is the thing. What's that corner one? I wonder if Father and the King envisioned a day like this when they fashioned this dreadful device. Huh. There are hawk statuettes. Oh, there's one here. Yeah, that was my idea with doing it during the 3 houses shenanigans. Okay, so that one's that one. This is gonna be the battlefield pretty soon. Huh. All seems in order. Yeah, so the town literally has a self-destruct switch. Isn't that something? So I already checked this one. It's the corner one over there. Okay. Any other ones I'm missing? Okay. Objective check on everyone. To think that we now wage a war against Frost. I pray for victory, my lord. So I guess I'll check on everyone. I cannot believe we are about to burn the town and our enemy both. I understand that we must prevail at all costs, yet still. It'll be interesting with like branching paths and stuff. I lived through the Sultan War, you know. Back then the Wolfoots were little more than a humble clan what made their home in the mountains. Skilled swordsmen that they were. They were men of peace. Doubt they would have ever gotten involved in the war had High Zant not threatened to cut off their salt supply. With your father sick abed, the fate of this land rests upon your shoulders, my lord. I'm confident you will lead us wisely in defense of our domain, as befitting one of Glenbrook's high houses. Okay, we already talked with you. The duchy attacks us! Here, I thought our alliance was stronger than ever. Oh, and I can conclude exploration whenever, so I guess we can just do that? Sure. We've made what preparations we can. All that remains now is to meet the duchy in battle.
How fare you, Benedict?
My preparations are complete. I trust you're ready as well, my lord?
As ready as I shall ever be.
We have given ourselves every advantage that we can, my lord.
Indeed we have. I only hope that it is enough.
My lord, the Frosty forces are on the move.
And so it begins.
Our foe advances. Take up your positions, everyone, and be ready for the signal. Shall we, my lord?
Yes. It is time.